No, I was wrong about women, actually. I knew it was as I was saying it, to be honest. From last weekend, for example, when I told you that the majority of the most filthy and lurid material that was coming in on the Venables case was coming in from women. What's wrong with Griffin saying no to a court? Your raghead friends worried, perhaps? Asks Liz, who unwisely gives me her telephone number. Better watch my raghead friends. Don't know who you are, Liz. Should our kids be taught by anti-Christian Muslims? Says John, a London cabbie. Why are men with mentalities like that given licenses to drive London cabs? I've often wondered. I mean, if a Muslim gets into their cab, are they safe? Are they likely to be in any danger? I only ask. Here from Peter. George, you really do test my patience sometimes. Oh, well, Peter, you could always switch off, couldn't you? Your waffle on continually about racists and fascism. Well, you could be listening to a lesser radio station, Peter. Surely living in a democratic society should allow people to join whatever political party they choose, regardless of outside influence or interference, whether they be a vicar, teacher, or childminder. I'm sick of being spoon-fed the media lies 24/7 about the BNP. Well, you could always tune in to fascist radio, Peter. There must be some goose-stepping, Hitler blow-up doll radio station or otherwise media that you could tune into. And you could all sit there with your Hitler dolls and their movable parts. Get my drift? Brian in Liverpool has texted, George, our children have been brainwashed by left-wing bigots for years. The BNP are a recognised party who have been elected to the European Parliament. I would prefer my children taught by a BNP supporter than an extreme imam. I think he means imam. But extreme imams ain't school teachers, Brian. That's the point. Hi, George. The old parties are worn out now. Their day is gone. People have to expect the inevitable, as new parties will spring up all over the world. That, my friend, is the shape of things to come. Do you get my drift? Says Mick in Somerset. Somerset? That's just where we've been talking to a black man. Now, not only do I get your drift, Mick, I can see you standing up in your black SS uniform singing Tomorrow Belongs to Me, like in the movie Cabaret. You remember that? The blonde, blue-eyed fanatic standing up singing Tomorrow Belongs to Me. You remember that, Mick, from the movie? In fact, you've probably got it playing on an endless loop on a DVD in your home. But just remember where it all ended, Mick. It all ended in the best part of 100 million people in the world dead. It ended up with the world in flames. It ended up with 6 million Jews being gassed and starved and murdered to death in concentration camps. It ended in the absolute destruction of Germany and the deaths of millions of Germans. That's how it ended, Mick in Somerset. So take your future and stick it somewhere where the sun don't shine. Martin in Bexley Heath, however, says, you don't get everything right, sir. I was born in a white, clean town that is now a multicultural, filthy hellhole. Well, that's a terrible thing to say about Bexley Heath, I must say. And Dave says, I'm English and I want to defend my country from immigrants spelt wrongly and Muslims spelt wrongly. They're causing trouble in my beloved England. We don't want to live in Pakistan, and if the Pakistanis don't like it here, then go back to a Muslim country. Simple. England for the English, says Dave Smith.